It's a mistake women make all over the world. This wife forgets to put salt in her soup, and this husband just throws the spoon on the table. What's he accusing his wife of making? Baha took a taste and apologized. She was too busy and forgot to put the salt in. Her husband was complaining when she took the salt, and her mother-in-law even joked. Babha is so forgetful when she goes through menopause. Babha gave up her job as a doctor to take care of her family. She worked hard every day to take care of her family. She tried to be a good housewife. She even painted the cupboard doors herself, and everyone took it for granted. Babha didn't get a word of thanks. She was teased for forgetting the salt. Apparently, Babha had heard this taunt 1,000 times before. Her anger was like a flood.
Ha? Ne oluyor?
Ne?
Ne oldu?
Tuz rutubetlenmiş. Onun için vurdum.
Babha was immediately restrained. She hastened to add salt to the soup, despite her sadness and frustration. She never brought her negative feelings home to her family. She kept it to herself. At night, after washing her hands, she found a black spot on the back of her hand. She asked her husband, who was a surgeon, "What is this?" But Tim didn't care. He made a few casual remarks. Babha realized he wasn't listening to her. She joked about who had stolen her husband. It's been a long time since she's had skin-to-skin contact with Tim. She murmured something gentle, trying to arouse her husband's passion. Tim rejected her on the pretext of work. He said she was going through menopause. She should get more exercise to regulate it. Babha sulked all night. She could only numb herself by working in the kitchen. The next morning, Tim was on a business trip. He realized that Babha had been up all night. He realized that his wife was angry with him, so he joked that he'd quit his job and not go on the trip, so that he could spend more time with his darling wife. Of course, Babha couldn't let him do that. Women are such emotional creatures. Just a few words and she's in love with him. She went to help her husband pick out a birthday present. She faints without warning. She didn't realize that Tim didn't need her gift at all. He already has a woman who bought him a gift. At that moment, Tim gets a call from Babha. Even though she faints, she still doesn't want to bother her husband. She rejects the idea of her husband giving up his business trip, so Tim had to ask her to call his mother. But Tim's mom wasn't a very nice person. Her daughter-in-law fainted. She waited until the event was over, but George had to tell his mother. The doctor looked at the test results and was very serious. She's at serious risk of kidney failure. She must be treated as soon as possible. Tim didn't call again until late afternoon. He was happily enjoying his business trip to Paris. His son called to tell him to come home as soon as possible. His mother needed a kidney transplant. The next day the family arrived at the hospital. The doctor told them that neither Baha nor his son's kidneys were a match, and her mother was too old. The good news was that Tim's kidney was a match. Everyone was relieved to hear the news, but Tim's mom was against it. She said we could find a suitable donor first. Why put her healthy son at risk? Not only did Tim not say anything about it, Tim went to help his mother, who was pretending to faint. This brought Babha to her knees. Her daughter and son asked their father, "Why don't you say something?" Tim said that he was also old and sick. He needs time to think about it. Baha's mother came to Tim's mother, who was faking fainting. "I know you're faking," condemning her daughter for dedicating her life to her family. And now he's so heartless. If it was Tim who needed a kidney, her daughter wouldn't hesitate to give it to him. Tim's mom sarcastically stood her ground. Now it's her son who wants to donate to her daughter. She listened to the herbalist and gave her daughter strange herbs. That's why Babha's kidneys failed. Even if he dies, it's her fault. Why should her son bear the consequences? These harsh words hurt Babha's heart, but in front of her mother, she pretended to be optimistic.